Hey, thanks for watching my video. I am so excited to tell you about my experience with PRK. Just real quickly, because I could literally make this video like hours long. I'm just so excited about it and my experience. I'm just briefly going to explain what PRK is. So it stands for photoreactive something, I don't even know. But it's like LASIK, but it's different because with LASIK, they create a little flap and they remove it and they fold it back. And then they put the laser on your eye, and then they put the flap back. But with PRK, they actually don't do the flap. What they do is they actually remove the part of your eye, and then they do the laser. So then with PRK, the part of the eye that got removed has to grow back. You need it. So it's different than LASIK because of that, and the recovery is longer because of that. And it's just a different experience as far as being a patient and your vision and recovering. So you got to talk to your doctor about what's best for you. But I was a candidate for PRK, and I was so excited, and I love it. Okay, I was a negative 9.25. Like, that's, if you don't have bad eyes, you don't get it. Even if you have a small prescription, you might understand a little bit. But that was like blind. Like, I literally could see like right in front of my face. That was like it. So I had a huge change in my vision. So I'm gonna go over it quickly, my experience, and hopefully I answer any questions you may have. I actually wrote some things down because it's just been a little over a week, but I want to make sure I tell you all the important things. So you got to go to your consult. You got to find the good doctor that you trust, you know, that it's a big deal what's about to happen. So I recommend even having a couple opinions. Most doctors will do like free evaluations and stuff, so it's really not that big of a deal, except it was for me because I couldn't wear my glasses or my contacts for at least a week before the consultations, and that was like really hard for me, but some people may not care too much. But real quickly, once I made the decision, there was no real prep or anything. You could eat the day of. It was super, super easy. It's not like a surgery where you're going under or anything like that. But they do give you some, at least at my doctor's office, they gave me some Valium to help kind of calm me down. But in the end, it doesn't even matter because it's so quick, and it's just like they do everything to keep your eyes numb and, you know, open, so you don't have to worry about that. And the cool thing is, like, the laser, the machine is designed, like, if your eyes move or if you do something, like, it shuts off. So you're not going to have anything. I was afraid I was going to, like, screw it up and do something wrong to mess up with my vision permanently, but they have all these safety features in there, so you wouldn't have to worry about that. But anyway, the actual surgery is no big deal, really. I mean, if you think about it, it's a huge deal, but actually having it happen, it's not. It's super, super quick. It's, I would say, pretty much painless. I didn't really feel much of anything. It's weird when the doctor is like removing that top layer of the eye, so that's kind of weird, but it doesn't hurt. The laser doesn't hurt. There's a lot of drops and fluid and stuff they're putting in there, and that feels good, actually. I did a lot of crying because I was so happy, so there was a lot going on. But don't be afraid of the procedure. And even if you are afraid of the procedure, it doesn't even matter because it's worth it in the end to be able to see without anything. It's amazing. So less about that, more about the recovery. But just real quickly, like, it literally, I didn't know it was going to be like this with PRK, but I literally could, like, see instantly. And that's why I said I was crying, because it was such a transformation, and it was such a life-changing moment for me where everything went from blurry to, like, being sharp, and I, like, in 30 seconds. So it's amazing. So then I went home in these awesome things right here. Yeah, I love these babies. They protected me from, like, hitting my eye or rubbing my eye if I were sleeping or things like that. I had to wear them for about a week. Sometimes I just wear them because I think I look good. No, not really, but I just really went home. I went home that day. My surgery was at 2, and I went home and I slept because I really wanted to. Like, it was kind of a, you know, exhausting on your eyes, and they gave me that Valium when I got there, so I was ready to go. And then I actually took some more sleeping pills, and I just slept that day. I had woke up from a nap and was kind of out of it, and I took some medicine. It was important to keep the pain medicine in you before you really have discomfort. So I was listening to the instructions and took some pain medicine, and just really stayed on top of that. For the next few days, that's really all I did was sleep. I had things over my eyes. I had my room darkened. I would obviously be at night sleeping. Best I could just to keep things dark. I have 2 kids at the time, 2 little kids, and I couldn't care for them. I had to have them watched by somebody else. I really wasn't able to provide for them at that time because I was, needing to constantly sleep and keep my eyes closed. And again, I think some of that was the pain medicine, but some of it was just your eyes just wanted to stay closed. But the following day after surgery, I did have to go back and just do a quick exam, and I was already like seeing something crazy like 20/40 or and safe enough to drive. I couldn't even believe it. I was really sensitive that day to light, so I wore my sunglasses like all the time. Going out to the doctors was kind of rough, getting in the car and like the movement and the lights and everything kind of gave me a headache. I think actually I was nauseous that day because of all the medicine. Told you I was trying to take all the pain medicine to avoid pain, and so just make sure you be smart with that. But get home and went to sleep. Everything was good there. And then the next day is when I just went around wearing sunglasses, but I was like doing stuff. I was doing the dishes. I was helping take care of the kids. I was doing some of my normal stuff around the house. I just couldn't believe it. I could see. Like it was a dream. Now in PRK, I forgot to mention, they actually put contacts on. These aren't any prescriptions or anything. They're more just like a Band-Aid. As your eyes heal, like I said, that stuff has to grow back. So I had the contacts on, and so I couldn't really feel them, but I still knew there was something. So in my mind, I was thinking like, I can see because of those. But that's not true. I could see because of the surgery, and it was so amazing. So anyway, a lot of light sensitivity that day, but not really as tired, not really needing as much pain medicine. I did do some of that, but it wasn't a big deal. But I couldn't read my phone. I couldn't watch TV. I couldn't do a computer. I couldn't really do any of that kind of stuff. My vision just wasn't there yet. So I got a book on tape, but you would do whatever it is that you would be able to pass the time, since you couldn't like do any of that fun stuff like you normally could when you had normal eyes. And then honestly, the next day I was like, pain? There wasn't any pain. So I just took a little bit of ibuprofen, but it was a great day. So that was like day 4. I mean, I was like 2 days of sleeping, 1 day of kind of being good, and the next day of being like, oh my goodness, I can't believe that I had surgery. I cannot believe this happened to my eyeballs. And it just didn't even feel like anything had happened. So then for me and how my doctor worked, on the next day, day 5, I had to go get those contacts removed because they were just temporary. That was just a weird experience. It didn't hurt. They always are so good at numbing your eyes before they do anything anyway. But it didn't hurt. It was just weird. And so then I was able to, do a few more vision tests and see, and I was legal to drive at 20/40. Like, that is insane. Going from a negative 9.25, and then being able to see with my bare eyes, it was unreal. I was crying again, hugging the surgeon, giving her high fives. It was awesome. So, just kept on drops. They give you drops, steroid drops, antibiotic drops, all that stuff, keeping your eyes really moist and just constantly, I guess, moist would be the best thing. And so I was legal to drive. But I got the contacts out that day, had small headache. I think the doctor was explaining, like, it just takes a while for your brain to train your eyes. Like, it doesn't have to work that hard, or it just looks at things differently. And so some of that strain of the headache could be from that, or it could just be food, I don't know, lack of water, everything. But this is just my experience. And then honestly, like less than a week out, so like day 6, the following day, it was like, what? Surgery? No, I totally forgot. Like, I was just going about it, and then I'm like, oh my goodness, I can see. And it just was like almost like my normal life. Like, I had always just popped in my contacts right when I woke up, but I'm like, no, I didn't need those. I literally forgot sometimes I had surgery because it didn't hurt. It really hadn't hurt in a number of days, but that 5-6 day mark was just kind of like the contacts are out, and these are my eyes, and I can see all by myself, and it was amazing. And just from there, it's just gotten better. And really, again, no pain, just keeping up with all the drops. And I think the thing for me is that I'm still not at like a perfect 20/20, and that's mainly due to the prescription and the severe prescription that I had, and how much the laser had to do. So it may take me a little while. My doctor kind of explained that the body heals itself really fast when the severe trauma was there. So like that's why for the first few days and everything, it was the way it was, and then the body starts to heal itself a little more slowly. So I'm still actually healing. I have to go back for more checkups and things like that. So I have the chance to improve my vision even more as I heal, but I can't say enough about this experience and how positive it's been and how life-changing it's been. Like literally going from not being able to see anything to waking up in the middle of the night and seeing the clock across the room, or being able to just stumble into the bathroom but still see. Like, it's amazing. I really encourage people to totally pursue at least looking into your options if this is something you've ever considered. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I mean, I've only been less than 2 weeks out, and I just can't say enough. I don't have anything negative to say. Just take your pain medicine, especially, you know, don't be afraid of that. And then and sleep. Just plan. Oh, as far as like working and stuff, because I don't have a traditional job where I leave the home, I would say it was still a little rough reading on the computer and things like that. So if you had to function at a job, computer screen, that was a little bit of a challenge. So definitely take enough time off work. I give yourself like a week. You don't need it as far as pain, but you might need it as far as like your vision quality and being, you know, functional at your job, depending on what you do. And then driving, I didn't drive till about day 6, but I know that I could have. I just kind of, with the lifestyle I live, I didn't have to go anywhere, being a stay-at-home mom. But I definitely probably could have, but I really liked not. And so night driving, I really haven't done much. But when I'm riding in the car at night, I can see just fine. I just can't believe I can see. So it's totally awesome. And I know when I'm going to rewatch this video, I'm going to be like, oh, I should have said this and that. But really basically what I say is that PRK is awesome. And it is just an answer to my prayer. And I really think that you can do it. I mean, come on, you get something sweet like this to show off, and your eyeballs will just, they'll be like, I feel like I have new eyes. I feel like I have a new life. So I'm not gonna cry, but it is super exciting. And thank you for watching, and welcome questions, comments, whatever. Like I said, I want to talk all about this like all the time, but most people don't care. They don't understand, and most people don't get all excited the way that I do. So if that's you that you would like to talk to me about it, then please ask me any questions. Okay, yay!